Mrunal, thank you so much for being out here today.
You are a wonderful host, and I'm sure everybody in this room agree.
Thank you so much. That is very, very sweet of you. Thank you. Can I hear a big round of applause? Pretty face, Bandi Tez, she's a bad, bad girl, by the way. No, Badsha was wrong. She's a good girl. Give her a big round of applause. Her story, her story is such an inspiration, ladies and gentlemen. I have the hugest amount of respect when I read about her, when know more about her. So let's talk a little bit about Mrunal and get to know more about Mrunal. Mrunal, since we're talking about education out here, she's a very good student, teachers, just in case you're judging from that perspective. And she's very good at science. Her parents wanted her to be a doctor, dentist to be more precise. But she wanted to be a journalist because camera-facing role and all that. Yeah. But then something happened. She went and saw Three Idiots. Yeah. Yeah. What happened, Mrunal?
I think the film inspired me to just follow my passion, and I felt I was extremely comfortable in front of the camera. And I felt like सबको हर वक्त chance नहीं मिलता है, मुझे एक बार मिल रहा है तो I might as well, grab it and live for myself. And I told the same thing for my dad. And I think more than me, he was more inspired after watching the movie. And he was like, I want to set an example to many parents out there, because sometimes the students also feel pressurized as to, they pursue, they be an engineer or a doctor because their parents wants them to be a doctor, but what the child really exactly wants. And first of all, I'm so happy to meet you all. You guys are doing such wonderful, incredible work, and to witness all of you sitting right in one room it's incredible. So thank you, and I must say, I'm really looking forward to, meeting more people.
Fantastic. Everybody in Bangalore is an engineer. I happen to be an engineer as well. You see the camera guy? He's also an engineer, actually, by the way. Yeah, anyway, we're in Bangalore. Let's go on and talk about you breaking stereotypes. Ladies and gentlemen, she was a television actress. And when she wanted to make it in films, people kept on telling her, wow, you're doing great. You're a well-known face. But she would go and give audition. She'd sit in a line like just another ordinary individual and give out auditions until she cracked it. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, she was breaking stereotypes. She was questioning stereotypes. Give her a big round of applause. Talk about that phase of your life where you believed in yourself that you could do it.
Yeah, I always had a vision for me. I knew that I will do it. And many people met me on the way on my journey and mentioned that I can't really do it. So I decided in my head that I will show you exactly by not speaking, but I'll let my work speak. And it took me time. It took me almost like 10 years. I am almost 30 now, and I did my debut in Telugu. So it took me so many years to reach, to get Sita in Sita Ramam, or, to be a movie star. But dreams, वो हमेशा पूरे होते हैं. So you always need to keep dreaming. I believed in me, and that's all you need to do. You need to have faith in yourself.
Dreams come true, ladies and gentlemen. Look, I get to stand next to her. Okay. you know one very, very beautiful thing that I wanted to, when she finally got into films, she chose a very difficult film, ladies and gentlemen. It's called Love, Sonia. What a fantastic film. And she broke a lot of stereotypes out there, right? Non-glamorous role. She went totally de-glam, right, out there. And it was a film about sex workers, a very important topic out there, because remember, 260 odd girl children go missing every year in India. A very important topic. And she went out there, and she's a method actress, which means she stayed in Sonagachi, interacted with them, and I'll tell you something very beautiful about her. Since we're teachers, we learn everywhere. We never stop learning. And apparently, there were some sex workers, there were people out there from that area, and they taught her about smaller things like how to cry, what to focus on, and how difficult is it to cry? Actors randomly cry, glycerine and all. How do you bring that emotions?
Sir, actually, it's very easy to cry. It's very difficult to make someone laugh. And talking about Love, Sonia, I was fortunate enough to interact with the survivors who helped me, took me through the journey of what exactly girls like Sonia would go through. And I'm really happy that filmmakers like Tabriz Noorani touched an issue like this, because all these things were not really discussed, or even in my family, we wouldn't talk about sex trafficking and human trafficking and stuff like that. So when I did this movie, I was 23 years old, and I sat down with my family. I told them this is what I want to do. My mom she didn't speak to me for a couple of months, but when she saw the movie, she was very happy, and she said, Mrunal, I don't care how many awards you win, but all I care about is if after watching this movie, even 5 girls are saved, that's your biggest award. That's all I want.
Huge respect, ladies and gentlemen, to do something like that, especially in the infancy, because you know you get branded, you get typecast, you get stereotypes. When you don't believe, but when you believe in your art, when you believe in your skill, when you believe in yourself, this shows massive confidence. Give her a big round of applause. So much respect, I think. And finally, deja vu moment out here, huh? Watching educational institutes, watching Kathak, brought back memories of Super 30. You learning Kathak, yeah?
I'm actually really scared because if you mentioned I was a good student, but I actually wasn't a great student. I have changed like 11 schools in my life, so you can imagine what bullying. I've gone through a lot of things, adjusting schools and the atmosphere in new cities. But that's what, I'm so fortunate that through my work I get to I get to reflect like who I am. And since so Love Sonia was based on sex trafficking, Super 30 is based on maths and about Anandji. And I want through these films we need to have a discussion. We need to celebrate humans. We need to celebrate people. It can be as small as teaching children, and it's such a big thing. It's such a big thing. So hats off to each and everyone sitting out here. It takes a lot of hard work and so many, I'm sure, like, I don't have words right now because my brother, he just passed out, past 12th right now. And, I used to go to drop him to Poddar, and I've attended his PTA meetings and all, and the kind of efforts the teachers take, it's incredible. So thank you for not just teaching us academic-wise, but also to deal with grief, when you lose someone, there are any problems, And I was so fortunate enough to get such lovely teachers throughout my childhood whom I can go and talk to them. They were my best friends. So thank you for being the friend out there.
I want to set a record straight out here. She's just being very modest. She did not change 11 schools because she was bad at education or whatever. That's because her dad used to work at the bank and he would have a lot of transfers. Isn't it true? Yeah. Look at her. Look at how modest she is here. She's covering up. Give her a big round of applause. And Mrunal, I want to tell you that I don't know. You might think it's difficult to make people laugh and smile, but all you have to do is just smile. It makes us all smile and laugh. You got such an infectious smile. Thank you so much. Keep up the good work. Give her a big round of applause for Mrunal.